I brought you to this place. You are here for a reason, not by chance. I chose this very moment for you, stepping into your ordinary day to show you something important. A deep change is taking place right now, not at some far-off time, but during these very hours, beginning today. This is the season I prepared for you, where my perfect timing meets the path I made for your life. You have felt it, haven't you? That quiet movement within you, that peaceful confidence that something great is about to happen. I have already declared my victory. What was meant to stop you, I have turned into a strong support for your good. My joy rings out in complete victory. That means your progress has already started. What you did today, even if it seemed small or almost unnoticed, meant so much to me. It was like a powerful echo that reached me, and I rejoiced. That echo announced victory. It was a clear sign that the enemy's plans have fallen apart and your way ahead is safe. My view is not like the world's, my beloved son, my beloved daughter. Where you see weakness, I see strength. Where you see a small beginning, I already see great growth. Where you cry out with a humble heart, I see a faith powerful enough to move mountains. One hidden act of doing what is right can affect generations. That is why my heart rejoices over you today. You did more than simply get through another day. You stood firm when everything around you seemed ready to fall apart. You spoke when people expected you to stay silent. You kept moving when fear tried to stop you. That obedience, even though it felt weak to you, brought deep joy to my heart. Your being here, your desire to hear my voice, is already a victory. The enemy carefully planned to silence your prayers, bury your hope, and make you believe I had left you. But here you are breathing, searching, and listening. My beloved, that alone is already a miracle. Every breath you take declares that the enemy's plan has failed. Every morning you face, every moment you choose to trust me, even with only a little faith, fills my heart with joy. Your life is more than simple survival. It is living proof that my hand is still holding you. And if the enemy could not destroy you yesterday, imagine how much he fears what I am preparing for you tomorrow. So never think small acts of obedience are unimportant. The world celebrates public success and visible praise. But I delight in what is done in secret. The prayer you whisper alone, the forgiveness you give without anyone seeing, the sacrifice that cost you so much but remained unseen. Every one of those acts hath been forever recorded. I have already answered. My joy has already gone out, and that joy shows that everything has started moving in a new direction. If you could see what has just changed in the unseen world, you would never doubt again. What seemed like a quiet whisper to you is a powerful declaration to me. The plan that tried to overcome you has been broken apart. My joy is not still or silent. It is living power. It is my command. You have carried the weight of many days, the long quiet moments, and the prayers that seemed unanswered. But today I tell you that I have heard every word and every thought you never spoke aloud. Not one sigh escaped my notice. Even when you believed your prayers were reaching empty space, I was listening closely. I watched you close your tired eyes and still whisper my name. I saw the private battles you fought when no one else understood. I was with you in every hidden struggle, not as someone far away, but as the one holding your soul so it would not break. This is the time I chose. It is not by chance that you hear my voice today. I made this pause in the middle of the noise because I wanted to speak to you personally. I kept these words for the moment when your spirit was ready to receive them. I do not only want to calm your heart, I want to change you. I do not only want to comfort you, I want to show you what is ahead. I am inviting you into a holy conversation, one that changes your life and the way you see it. What is ahead is not just another season changing, but a new purpose for your life. I have been rewriting the story of your life, and now the time has come to let you see it. Your strength has been greater than you realize. Every time you chose to trust instead of giving up, something moved in heaven. While the world judged your strength by what you achieved, I measured it by your endurance. Even though your days looked the same, I saw them as preparation. None of this time hath been wasted, it has been training. Every tear you cried became a seed, and each one will grow at the right time. In the days ahead, you will begin to notice answers to prayers you thought were forgotten. Nothing you placed in my hands was wasted. I know you have felt fear, uncertainty, and even disappointment, but listen closely. Your weakness is not failure. When you shake and still keep moving forward, you show a faith that heaven celebrates. Do not try to understand every detail. Simply remain close to me. While you are trying to figure everything out, I am already working. And when you cannot see anything happening, remember that strong foundations are always built beneath the ground, hidden from sight. That is how I have been working in your life, building deep roots so that nothing can shake you when blessings arrive. Do not fear the silence. My silence does not mean I am gone. It means I am building. There are things I have not told you yet because hearing them too early would burden you instead of lifting you higher. Brothers and sisters, YouTube has demonetized this channel. Every video is now made at our own cost with zero ad revenue. Every script, edit, and upload is done by a real team serving this ministry with their time and skills, not for a paycheck, but out of love for God and for you. Without your support, continuing this work becomes incredibly difficult. If this ministry has brought value to your life, now is your chance to invest back and help keep the Word of God reaching the world. If these messages have ever moved you or strengthened your faith, please support us on Ko-Fi. Even a small gift goes a long way. The link is pinned in the comments. If you are watching on TV, open your phone camera and scan the QR code on screen. It takes you straight to our support page. Pray over it, and if God leads you, give. Thank you. Trust my timing. What looks like a delay is actually protection. What feels like loss is leading you to a better path. What seems like an ending is preparing you for a fresh beginning. I have been tuning your life like an instrument, and now you are ready to play a new song. What I am calling you to today is not just another prayer. It is an invitation to speak with me, to open your heart beyond careful words. I want you to talk to me honestly, without pretending, without fear. Tell me what you truly feel, what troubles you, and what gives you hope. I am not offended by your doubts, and I do not turn away from your questions. I use them to help you know me better. Today I tell you, do not be afraid to speak with me. Do not be afraid to be completely honest, because healing begins where truth is spoken. Your life is about to enter a season where every word you speak with me will carry greater power. So be careful about what you declare, because the words you speak in my presence will be established. Do not come only to ask for things. Come to listen, because what I am about to tell you will give you direction, not only comfort. I am preparing a conversation that will become a turning point in your spiritual journey. Everything around you is coming together for this divine meeting. Listen closely to what I tell you today. My joy is a mighty power. It is far more than quiet happiness. It is a sound that breaks through darkness and destroys the plans of those who stand against you. My joy throws the enemy's plans into confusion, clouds his understanding, and tears down every plan made against you. Do you believe he knew your weak places? You believed he can predict your next step. He expected you to give up, but you chose to trust. You chose to remain with me when fear tried to pull you away, and that one decision changed everything. The moment you decided to believe instead of turning back moved things that you still cannot see. And this is what I declare over your life today. What looks unfinished to you is already complete in my eyes. What feels like a never-ending journey has already reached its fullness in my plan. My son, my daughter, let my joy awaken fresh possibilities within you. Let my joy restore your hope and help you see farther. Do not allow past disappointments to limit your dreams. Do not let weariness steal your expectation of what I can do. If I have revealed my joy, then the battle has already been won. Only one question remains. When will you see your victory appear? My joy announces that the time is drawing near. So move ahead with courage. I do not wait for your perfection before I act. I respond to your trust. Never look down on small beginnings or simple acts of faithfulness. Every step you take has power. Every quiet word spoken in faith has a purpose. Nothing is ever wasted when it is done with love. Every quiet effort you made where no one could see has planted a harvest that is ready to grow. Lift up your eyes, my beloved. The season has changed. I am celebrating your faithfulness. Hold tightly to this truth. If I have already shown my joy, then nothing can stop your progress. My joy is not a passing feeling. It is not weak or shallow. It is a declaration of victory that echoes through everything seen and unseen. When my voice speaks with joy, heavy burdens begin to lose their power. When my voice rejoices, walls begin to fall. When I celebrate, what once looked impossible gives way to my will. My joy is not by chance, it is a holy decree. Understand this well, my beloved son. The moment of your breakthrough is not controlled by the days you count. Human time is limited and uncertain, but my timing is eternal, perfect, and exact. You are exactly where you need to be. I have not forgotten you, and you are not behind. Those days when you felt unseen were days of preparation. The moments when you believed nothing was happening were actually building the foundation for what is now starting to appear. Every honest prayer, every tear you cried, every hidden act of faith was shaping the life you are living today. Nothing was overlooked, and nothing was wasted. Everything has a place in my plan. That is why I invite you to begin living today as though my promise has already come true. Pray like someone who has already received. Speak like someone who already walks in my favor. Live like someone who knows the way hath been opened. My love is a powerful declaration. It is an announcement that shakes the limits of what seems possible. Declare with confidence that everything concerning your life has been settled, that your path is secure, and that the purpose I have given you cannot be stopped. You are part of an eternal plan, and nothing can interrupt what I have begun in you. I want you to hear this quietly and keep it deep within your heart. I have seen how hard you fought to remain strong, how you kept moving forward even when your strength was gone. You are not here by chance. I brought you to this moment because I have something important to tell you. It is not only to comfort you, but to help you see what I have been doing where your eyes could not. While you believed everything had stopped, my power was still at work, making new paths, changing directions, and preparing the ground. Now I tell you that every time my joy is revealed, darkness pulls back. My joy is not just emotion, it is authority. When I smile over your life, everything standing against you loses its strength. That is why I called you today, so you would understand that you are not waiting for a future miracle. You are already walking inside one. Every day you choose to keep trusting, heaven moves more in your favor. Everything that once looked impossible is being reshaped. I speak, and what did not exist begins to form. Your obedience, even in the smallest things, has sounded in my ears like beautiful music. Every time you forgave when it was difficult, every time you stayed silent instead of causing pain, every time you chose to honor me in the middle of uncertainty, you planted something that will last forever. Those unseen actions are the foundation on which I am building your next season. Never overlook what cannot be seen, because that is where I work with the greatest power. Rise today knowing that no part of your journey has been wasted. Everything you experienced was preparation. I never waste pain, silence, or waiting. Everything is remembered, and everything fits together. Even though you cannot yet see the ending, my purpose continues without stopping. You have entered the season where my joy becomes your direction, where my voice leads you into what is new. Do not be afraid, do not doubt, and do not look back. Just listen. I am about to tell you what is ahead, and it will be greater than you imagined. Listen quietly and keep these words deep in your heart. I have seen how you have fought to remain strong, how you kept moving even when your strength was gone. You are not here by chance. I brought you to this moment because I have something important to tell you. It is not only about bringing you comfort, but about helping you see what I have been doing where your eyes could not. While you believed everything had stopped, my power was still working, making new paths, guiding your steps, and preparing the way. My precious son, listen carefully. My joy is a mighty power. It is far more than quiet happiness. It is a sound that breaks the plans of those who stand against you. It confuses your enemy and overturns everything he expected. He believed he knew all your weak places and thought he could predict every move you would make, but you chose a different path. You trusted when fear tried to control you. That one choice changed everything. This is what I now declare over your life. What looks unfinished to you is already complete in my sight. My son, let my joy awaken fresh possibilities within you. Let it help you trust again and expect good things once more. Do not let past disappointments narrow your vision. Do not let weariness weaken your hope. If I have revealed my joy, then the battle has already been won. Only one question remains. When will your victory appear? My joy declares that the moment is drawing very near. My beloved, move ahead with courage. I do not wait for you to become perfect before I work. I respond to your trust. Never ignore small beginnings. Never overlook quiet acts of faithfulness. Every action carries power. Every word softly spoken in faith has meaning. Every effort you make carries a future blessing. Lift up your eyes because the season has changed. I am celebrating your faithfulness. Hold firmly to this truth and let it become the anchor that quiets every doubt. If I have already revealed my joy, then nothing can stop your progress. My joy is not a passing sound. It is not weak or shallow. It is a powerful declaration of victory that reaches everything seen and unseen. When I speak with joy, problems begin to lose their strength. When I speak with joy, barriers start to fall. When I declare my joy, what once looked impossible bows to my will. My joy is not an accident. It is a holy decree. My son, understand this deeply. The time of your breakthrough is not measured by the days you count. Human time is fragile and uncertain, but my timing is eternal, perfect, and unchanging. You are exactly where you should be. I have not forgotten you, my beloved son. Those quiet seasons when you felt unseen were actually deep times of preparation for what is now beginning to unfold. Every honest prayer, every tear you cried, and every hidden act of faith helped bring you to this very moment. That is why I tell you to begin living today as though my promise has already been fulfilled. Pray like someone who has already received. Speak like someone who already lives in my favor. Walk with confidence, knowing the way before you has been made clear. My love is a powerful declaration, Declare above everything that all the matters of your life have already been settled. Your path is secure, and your purpose cannot be stopped. I have spoken fullness over your life, and that word is already at work. Let me speak to you even more clearly, because what you are hearing today is not only encouragement. It is a declaration already setting a new movement into action in your life. My voice does not come to repeat what you already know. It comes to confirm what you have not yet understood. You have walked many difficult roads. You have wondered whether it was worth continuing to believe, and whether your prayers made any difference. But today I tell you that every word, every tear, and every quiet step of obedience reached my presence. That echo was never lost. It became a song that still fills heaven. Keep this truth with you every day. When I reveal my joy, the outcome has already been decided. Your story is secure. The ending is certain, and your victory is complete. My love is your shield, your promise, and your honor, my precious son. The sound of my joy never fades away. It continues to echo and remain. It is not a brief celebration, but a living and lasting declaration. It keeps spreading its power long after the step of faith that began it. When I express my joy, that joy becomes forward movement. My delight becomes the strength that carries you onward. My voice is not limited to my throne. It reaches through all creation. It changes situations, breaks old patterns, and establishes strong new beginnings in your life. Never underestimate the deep impact of one simple act of trust. You may think it is small or unimportant, but I see it very differently. Your agreement with me carries great value. Your quiet prayer has great strength. Your choice to obey, even without understanding, holds eternal purpose. I know there are times when you do not feel strong. I know there are days when you cannot see any sign of what you have been waiting for. But I do not measure by feelings or appearances. I measure by trust. One small spark of faith, even when your heart is shaking, can bring an incredible change. One yes spoken in the middle of fear can tear down old walls of struggle. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be willing. I am not asking you for complete certainty. I am asking you to trust me. Every time you choose to believe, even when everything around you says there is no hope, something moves in the spiritual world. Every time you stay quiet and trust instead of arguing or giving into fear, unseen chains are broken. Every time you look toward me in the darkness and say, "I still believe," the enemy steps back. Your small choices of faith become powerful weapons that destroy every trap meant to keep you from moving forward. What began as a quiet whisper from you, I have turned into a bold declaration. What you spoke with a weak voice, I strengthened with power. When my joy is revealed, my word moves quickly. When my love is made known, my purpose is completed. Right now, you are living inside that fulfillment. Do not focus on what is still missing. Pay attention to what is already happening where your eyes cannot see. I have watched you with love as you learn to trust without seeing, and that has meant more than any public success. Your empty hands became tools for my glory because you gave me your greatest gift, your faith. I have not forgotten the days when you believed without proof, or the moments when you cried but still said, "I will keep hoping in you." Those moments became declarations. They became seeds that are now beginning to bloom. That is why I tell you, my joy does more than celebrate, it brings change. My joy does more than declare, it makes things firm. My word does more than comfort, it builds. Every time my voice rejoices over you, something new is born around you. Every time my light reaches what seemed dead, life returns. You are entering a season where the harvest from your small seeds will begin to grow. The time has come to speak. I do not want you only to hear my words. I want you to feel my voice deep inside you. I am not speaking from far away. I speak from the deepest part of your spirit, where I have always been. Let us speak together without hiding, without formal words, and without fear. I do not need long speeches or perfect words. I only ask for your honesty. I have waited for this moment because I want to show you what my love truly means. During all this time, you believed I was silent, but I was teaching you to recognize me in quiet moments, in stillness, in little details, and in the unnoticed parts of everyday life. I have spoken through events, through people, through waiting, through doors that opened and others that closed. Everything had a purpose. Nothing happened by accident. I was leading you at every step, guiding your path and preparing you for this meeting. Let us speak because I want you to understand what has already been written about your life. Your story is not a chain of failures or losses. It is a path of purpose designed with perfect care. Every fall made you stronger. Every delay shaped you. Every silence taught you something. Now I want to show you what is coming next. This is no longer the time to keep looking back or asking why. It is time to ask what comes next. Looking back keeps your eyes on the past, but looking ahead opens the door to the future. I have been shaping you so your heart can receive what I am about to give you. The blessing coming toward you is not small. It is great, but it requires spiritual maturity so you will not lose it. That is why I allowed you to walk through seasons you did not understand. They were never punishment. They were preparation. The purity of your heart remains my highest priority. I may allow you to wait a little longer, but I do it so I can give you what lasts forever. Today my voice rises over you with both love and authority. I want you to remember this every single day. When I reveal my joy, the result has already been settled. Your story is secure, your ending is certain, and your victory is complete. My love is your shield, your safety, and your honor. You do not need to earn your value because I have already accepted you. You do not need to prove your faith because your endurance has already shown it. The sound of my joy never fades away. It stays and keeps spreading. It flows beyond what you can understand. Even when you forget my promises, my voice continues working for your good. This sound is not a passing feeling. It is a living declaration. After your first step of faith, my word kept moving on your behalf. When you trusted me in the middle of pain, I set heaven into motion. When you chose forgiveness, I opened new ways. When you decided to remain with me, I established fresh beginnings. My delight in you became the force behind your purpose. My joy became the strength that carries you through each day. What I speak never stands still. It moves, changes the atmosphere, transforms situations, and opens roads where there were once only walls. Every word I speak over your life reaches all creation and changes what seemed unchangeable. I am rewriting your story before your eyes. Never think less of yourself when your faith feels weak. I do not measure your strength. I measure your trust. A tiny seed of faith has the power to change years of impossibility. One moment when you say, "Yes, Lord," with a shaking heart, can tear down walls that have stood for years. You do not need to control everything. You only need to place everything into my hands. I want you to speak with me the way a child speaks with a loving father. Tell me what burdens you, what frightens you, and what you dream about. Do not fear my answers. Only fear drifting away from my voice, because every time you speak with me, your soul comes into line with my purpose. I am not here to condemn you but to reveal truth to you. I am not here to remind you of your failures but to remind you that a fire still burns inside you. I placed that fire there, and today I am making it burn brightly again. Let us speak because I want to show you what is ahead. This is not only about promises, but about their fulfillment. It is no longer only about hope, but about reality. What you once asked for through tears, you will soon thank me for with joy. What seems closed today will become tomorrow's testimony. I have prepared things your eyes have not yet seen, but your prayers have already set them in motion. This is the moment where my word and your faith come together. When that happens, the impossible no longer exists. Let my joy rise above every feeling of unworthiness. Let my certainty silence every prediction of defeat. When my joy is spoken, the outcome has already been decided. Your victory is not merely possible, it is certain. Hold this truth firmly, my beloved son. I do not wait until the finish line before I rejoice over you. My celebration begins today. My delight is in this very moment. My joy is for you now, not someday. When you choose to trust me, you come closer to me, and my presence supports you, protects you, and confirms your path until everything I have promised is completely fulfilled. Keep walking with a peaceful heart. You never walk alone. You are not searching for approval because you have already been accepted by me. You are not struggling to earn victory. You are stepping into a victory that has already been won. My joy surrounds you. It is your strength within, your clear direction, your protection, and your honor. Every step you take in faith carries the sound of my delight. Every breath you take is covered by my favor. Hold tightly to this truth. My eternal kingdom does not respond to impressive displays, but to the sincere heart behind your faithfulness. While the world looks for outward praise, I look at the honest and humble truth of who you are. What you think is small or unimportant, I treasure deeply. One hidden act of integrity means more to me than 1,000 public actions done only to gain praise. I see what no one else sees, and I measure what no one else measures. What you do where no one sees carries greater value than anything done in public. Quiet love, silent forgiveness, and prayers offered with no one watching are the real foundation of the miracles you are about to witness. That is why I tell you today, do not compare yourself with anyone else. Do not measure your progress by the standards of the world. Your steps follow my timing, not human clocks. I lead you with perfect care, and every moment has a purpose. Even if you cannot see the whole journey, I am already waiting for you at the finish. What feels slow today is actually the perfect pace of my plan. Stop believing that you are not enough. I did not choose you because you were perfect, but because your heart was willing. I have seen what is inside you even when no one else notices. I know your intentions, your thoughts, and your deepest hopes. Even when you feel weak, I still see the strength I placed within you. I do not judge you by the times you fall, but by your willingness to rise again. I do not measure you by your achievements, but by your faithfulness even when no results appear. Your journey is not about proving yourself, but about remaining faithful. You are not trying to earn my approval because my mark is already upon you. You are being prepared, not tested. You are growing, not being condemned. Stop trying to prove your value. Live remembering that you already have it. I do not wait until the finish to celebrate you. I rejoice over you right now because you kept standing. I celebrate your faithfulness when you are tired, your love when others reject you, and your trust when life feels uncertain. My joy does not depend on what you achieve, but on your faithful heart. My delight is not taken away by your mistakes because my love never changes. I tell you this so you will understand that you are already walking inside a victory that has been established. You are not waiting for victory to arrive. You are moving into it. My joy goes ahead of you, opening the way, and follows behind you, securing everything already won. Nothing and no one can cancel what I have declared. Remember that the power of heaven is not moved by outward appearance or human greatness, but by a sincere heart. The world looks for applause, but I look for truth. Where others see little, I see faithfulness. Where others look away, I see beauty. Where others underestimate you, I see purpose. So do not be afraid if only a few people understand your journey. I'd understand it completely. Do not be afraid if no one celebrates your efforts. All of heaven already did. My angels rejoice whenever you choose obedience, even in the smallest things. Do not let doubt steal what love has planted. What you are living through is not the ending. It is the beginning of something greater being revealed. Let my joy rise above every feeling of not being enough. Let my certainty silence every voice that speaks defeat over you. When my joy is declared, the outcome has already been decided.